Hare Krishna, everyone. In celebrating the World Holy Name Week, we are trying to do 7 days Srimad Bhagavatam in glorifying the glories of Holy Name. By glorifying glory of Holy Name, actually, we are also glorifying Srila Prabhupada, who has really taken this Holy Name to this Western world and all around the world. And today, we are going to speak on Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, 14th sloka. Apanna samsmriti ghoram yannama vivasho grinan tata sadhyo vimucheta yad bibheti swayam bhuvam. Synonyms: apanna, being entangled; samsmriti, in the hurdle of birth and death; ghoram, too complicated; yat, what; nama, the absolute name; vivasha, unconsciously; grinan, chanting; tata, from that; sadhya, at once; vimuchyate, vimuchyata, gets freedom; yat, that which; bibheti, fears; swayam, personally; bhayam, fear itself. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Living beings who are entangled in the complicated messes of birth and death can be freed immediately by even unconsciously chanting the holy names of Krishna, which is feared by the fear personified. Purport: Vasudev, O Lord Krishna, the absolute personality of Godhead, is the supreme controller of everything. There is no one in creation who is not afraid of the rays of Almighty. Great asuras like Ravana, Hiranyakashipu, Kamsa, and others, who were very powerful living entities, were all killed by the personality of Godhead. And the Almighty Vasudeva has empowered his name with the powerful powers of his personal self. Everything is related to him, and everything has its identity in him. It is stated herein that the name of Krishna is feared even by the feared personified. This indicates that the names of Krishna is none different from Krishna. Therefore, the name of Krishna is as powerful as Lord Krishna himself. There is no difference at all. Anyone, therefore, can take advantage of holy names of Lord Krishna, Sri Krishna, even in the midst of the greatest dangers. The transcendental names of Krishna, even though uttered unconsciously or by force of circumstances, can help one obtain freedom from the hurdle of birth and death. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakshurmittamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Radhana Swami Namni. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namni. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharini Visheshunyavadi Paschata Deshatarani. Jai Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pungulangayatam Girim Yat Kripatam Bande Sri Govindam Tarini. So we can see in this sloka that how it begins, that we already have in the Namisaranya, the devotees, the sages, now asking, inquiring to Srila Sutta Goswami. He already asked actually 3 questions. Like first thing is, because they were understanding that this age of Kali Yuga is so much inflicted by, it is first quality is like there will be short life. There will be a lot of quarrelsome, lazy, they will be misguided, unlucky, and above all, they are always disturbed, right? So this kind of people who are in this particular situation, how can they elevate themselves, right? What is the essence of all those scriptures, from which their heart can be fully satisfied, right? Where, what is the purpose of Lord coming over here? Also, explain, the the incarnation of the Lord, all the incarnations, like what are the incarnation Lord had took place in this material world, and what are the teachings of the Acharya. So regarding this question, when we see that, we see the Vaishnava quality of the sages of Naimisharanya, they are really, really concerned about how can we have this, like how can a people in the Kali Yuga have the opportunity to elevate themselves, because the way the circumstances, the way the people are, it is definitely very difficult, right? So how it is possible, right? And in after this, actually this sloka is plays a very relevance in our life, right? In this sloka, it it's it tells apannaha samsmriti ghoram, right? First thing, it's very important, the word samsmriti. It is a cycle. It's a cycle of birth and death, right? Just like we know this, the word samsara sagara. So samsara actually means a cycle, coming back again and again. It's a cycle, and there's a cycle of ocean, you know. And our Acharya has described this, right? In this world, this is always entanglement of this janma, mrityu, jara, vyadi, and the tritapa. We have to go through this cycle, right? Because, and this cycle is so complicated. Samsara ghoram. Ghoram actually words mean, Prabhupada actually over here translate as too complicated. Also, ghoram also means a very difficult, right? When something is very, very complicated, just like, sometimes the wires get entangled, very difficult to get like untangle. It's like, especially threads, I think, like, people have mixed thread. It's very difficult to untangle it. So in the same way, because when we are trapped in this cycle of birth and death, to untangle ourselves in this condition, right, in this trap of material ocean, very, very difficult, right? And how can we really go out of this cycle? And as all the devotees are here to hear about these glories, in Srimad Bhagavatam, again, there's a very wonderful glorification about what is the power of hearing about the Lord. Yashamvai suruyamanayam krishne parama purushe bhaktir utpatate pumsha soka moha bhayapaha. So when we actually hear about Krishna, what it does, it sprouts. When that hearing sprouts up in our heart, it extinguishes the fire of lamentation, soka, moha, illusion, and fearfulness, bhayapaha. It's destroyed this very difficult, actually, conditioning of our life, right? So in this material world, this condition are very, very deeply infected. Many people, we can say, they are very, very in this situation. So whenever we surrender to the Lord, there are multiple symptoms that naturally happens. So two very prominent of them is klesagni. Klesagni means that your suffering automatically gets mitigated. The first quality, whenever like you feel now you're in so much distress, you're so much in pain and suffering, when immediately we surrender to Krishna, automatically the klesagni happens. Klesagni is now the pain, the suffering, it's mitigated. And the second thing it happens is subhada. It creates now auspiciousness, right? The wonderful favor, wonderful favorable wind blows, right? So in this sloka, we can see that it describes our present condition. What is our present condition? Right? This samsara dava nalalidha loka. It's like, fire of suffering. Our davagni. Everywhere is suffering. Right? You look right, there is a pain. Left, you look, there is pain. In the front, you look pain. You look back, there is pain. You look someone with you, they also have pain. You look like, somebody outside, they also have pain. Samsara dava nalalidha loka. Everybody is burned in this fire, right? But how can we go out of this samsara dava nalalidha loka, right? Just like the ocean, the samsara sagar. How can we cross? So in this sloka, actually, this is very, very, it's just for us, actually. Just for us, people like us who are very unfortunate, who are not capable, because Krishna really shows his mercy on this sloka, because he really wants to offer something for us, because the Lemasharian, the sages describe, people are unfortunate, they are lazy, they're crazy, they're quarrelsome, they always trying to see faults. How can they be benefit of this yuga? How can they elevate? How can they understand about Krishna? So he gives this power of vibration, the sound vibration, the nama, right? Krishna empowers all his energy. Nam namakari bodhani sarva saktis tatrar pita niyamita smaranena kala. Krishna has manifested, right? This all his power in this nama. That's it. Srila Prabhupada described in his purport also. He infested, he injected this virus, right, of bhakti, or the power of God in the holy name. Just like we know Krishna is present everywhere, right? In the same way, he has imbibed, he has infused himself, right, in the very easy process of giving a name, right? Just like, we know this sloka in Bhagavad Gita, Patram Puspam Phalam Toyim Yume Bhakta Prachiti. Krishna trying to make very easy for everyone. Patra, you can find leaves anywhere. Patram Puspam, flowers anywhere, Toyam, Jal, water, anybody can find. He makes our life very, very simple. And the most simplified of all this process is chanting of holy name. Because you can do anywhere. There is no niyamita smaran kala. There is no niyam. Anytime, any way, however you want, you can chant, and you will be benefited. And this sloka exactly describes this. It says, even yan nama vivaso grinan, right? Even unconsciously, I am chanting. Like the Muslim people, they say haram. You already chanting name Ram, and Krishna gives that fruits of result of chanting that name of Ram. That's a power, So this is really for us. As I said, it's because we are too lazy, first thing, and we are not too much very conscious, too focused, as Arjuna says, Chanchala Manahini Krishna. Our mind is so chanchal, especially there's so much distraction in Kali Yuga, so much distraction. And to focus on holy name is very difficult. But over here it is saying, even you unconsciously chant, you are benefited. You will be benefited. And this power of sound, it can change our consciousness. Very, very powerful. Just like, you can just think, somebody, you just go to like heavy metal concert, they're putting the concert, you automatically, your mood, your consciousness automatically change in that, right? Somebody sing a rap song, your flow, your style, your mind, your rhythm will also go flow in the same way. Now in the same way, you hear the mantra, Manasatrayati mantra, somebody chanting Om, Om Namo, you see your automatically mind tune to that vibration. Just like devotees chanting on the street. They're chanting Hare Krishna. People they don't know. They're just chanting, going on a flow, because that vibration, that name actually, that sound has so much power. It is said the sound is so powerful, that word, it can break it or make it. Same tongue can vibrate something, can heal somebody. But some same tongue, with the sharp and harsh word, can cut somebody's heart. That's a power. So in the same way, that when we utilize this vibration in the chanting of name of Lord, then we are very much benefited, right? But what is happening in this world is in Bhagavatam is explained, Loka swayam se yasinashta drishti yorthan samihe tanikama kama anyona vaira sukhale shahetu ananta dukkham chanabera muda. We are just entangling ourselves, just being envious of other people. Oh, they have this, they have that. I also need to get this. I also want to have it. In terms of what? In terms of material thing. So we're creating inauspicious. We are forgetting. We are being blind. Nastu drishti. We can try to be blind of our reality and just going. And sometimes we don't even know actually we are in that path. So that's so unfortunate. So then what happens? We are in this trap of samsara sagara, right? So when we are in a sagara, now we are in the ocean. So how can we go out of this ocean, right? In Bhagavatam also they describe that there are three things that is required. First thing you need is a boat, right? There's a Nrideha madhyam sulabham sudurlabham plabam sukalpam gurukarna dharam mayanukule nanabhavastvaretam puman bhavabdhin nataret sa atmaha. So first thing to go across this ocean, you just first need is plabam. Plabam means actually boat, right? So what is a boat we have? We got. That's our body. Very rare human body. Manushya janma paya radha krishna bhajya janiya sunya bisakainu. Because this human body actually is a very, very rare. Because ahara nidra bhaya mithunam sa samanya etat pasubhi naranam. Right? Dharmohi tesam adiko vishesho. This is vishesh. Why this body is so vishesh? It's a very special. You can just like whenever we go to library, like there's some specific books or like something you can just like, just wow, this is like something you can see, you can put because it's very vishesh, very extraordinary. So in the same way, human life actually is extraordinary we have received, right? So this boat is required. And that human is a boat where we can elevate ourselves and go back to God, right? And second thing we need is captain who can guide us. Guru Karna Dharam, they are the captain, right? So they can lead, they can direct us, right? Because they have the power. Through what? The third thing we need is a GPS, the map, right? Through the Shastra. Because Guru guide us, Guru GPS, like Guru Parampara system. They guide us through this samsara, this ocean, right? Through this map of the Shastra, right? That's why it is said like, we are very, very fortunate whenever we have this opportunity, whenever there is an opportunity for us, like somebody is guiding us, taking us out of this cycle of birth and death. Very, very fortunate. Right? Guru Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. There is no one fortunate in this world than a person who have received a Guru. Because then that Guru, what he does, actually he takes you away from this cycle of samsara, right? But what is the problem in this world, right? Because even we know, in Mukunda Maharashtra, King Kulasekar describes, Ascharya etadhi manushya loke sudha parityajya visham pivanti namani narayana gocharani tyaktva annavacha kuhaka patanti. He said, it's so surprising to me. Ascharya etad manushya loke. In this world, I'm so surprised to see people. Why I'm so surprised? Because namani narayana gocharani. They don't understand the power of name of Lord. They're not chanting the name of Lord. They're going away from Lord Narayan. They don't want to chant. They don't want to practice bhakti. And he says, Namani Narayanam Gocharani. And he said, Sudha Parityajya Visam Pivanti. And what is this? Actually, it's like, this is the nectar. Can you want to drink this nectar? No, I don't like this nectar. I'd rather take poison. Sudha Parityajya Visam Pivanti. This is what people are doing. And he says, so surprised to see that. I'm saying this is a nectar, you drink it. Why you don't want to drink it? But they are not attracted to it. They don't want it, right? Because this is a poison. Still want to drink. Like just like nowadays, like this alcohol, smoking kills. I don't care. I just like that's more cool. Like that's a nature, right? And we are marketed and bombarded in such a way. Our consciousness is befitting and thinking that this is good stuff. This is cool. Like they have a sign. People are smoking and says, "Be cool," That's the condition of our in the material world. They are injected with this wrong information in the head. I was just watching a small clip. There was one guy who was baiting with this person, but he was influencing this person from the beginning of his day. He was trying to give a number 51. Like wherever he goes, he will see only number 51, 51, 51. Everywhere he saw a person 51. He goes over there, number 51. And he was baiting. He was putting a last bet, right? And he knew he had this whole plan from the beginning. So when there was a last bet, the money went up, he was winning. The guy was winning, but the last game was that man has to think about number 51. Right? He knew. And he said, like, you think about in numbers and, you know, in the name of the game, right? You know, so watching the player, give the name number from them. And that 51 number was thinking, he was thinking, and just tells that. Because that's what it is. When you are injected the information over and over, that becomes a reality. It comes as a reality, right? That's what Kulasekhar was saying. It's so crazy. And it says, Tektva anya vacha. They will say anything. Just like Prabhupada says, like, you know, this old lady, chant. He said, can. He can say everything, but he will not chant. Same condition. Tektva anna vacha goka patanti. Just like a crow, ka. No, it's a nonsense sound. It's useless. You know, why don't we use what we have for this power of vibration, right? For chanting the name of the Lord. And what it gives, actually, in this sloka, very, very important. It says, so when somebody even unconsciously chants, right, the holy name of Krishna, which is feared by the fear personified, right? Because even death will be afraid to even touch you when you chant this holy name, even unconsciously. And the most dynamic, most exemplary example everybody knows is about Ajamila, the story of Ajamila. The Ajamila story is so actually vivid. That's our condition, that you fall down so much, but unknowingly chanting Narayan, like, you know, just calling his son somehow, but he's Narayan. And Vishnu Dutta come. And Yamaraj, there's a section, he goes and begs and forgiveness to Lord Narayan, actually. That this is my servant doesn't know about your glories, your name glories. And he instruct his Yamadutas. All this instruction he gives. Hey, somebody is like chanting holy name of Lord Vishnu, don't touch, don't go over there. Right? You can just imagine, that's a power. He gives so many instructions about the power of holy name, power of devotees. He talks about this quality of Vaishnava. They were stunned to see. They never heard about these Vishnus, and the powers is Narayan. What is this? They thought that Yamaraj is the best, he's the king of us. But there is someone again better than him, like stronger than him. That was something surprising for them, right? And we can see the power of holy name. So many examples. Many devotees will speak about the glories like in coming future. But this is a power. And what the power of holy name it gives? It first destroys our fear. Bhajahure mana Srinanda Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare. It gives us fearlessness. That's the first, also, that automatically become fearless. Right? Just like Arjuna, when he was fighting, there was huge fight. It was not an easy fight, but one become fearless when you have Krishna by your side. Right? That's why in Srimad Bhagavatam there's this sloka. Bhayam dvitiya viniveta tasya Ishadapetasya viparyayusmriti Tvanmaya yato buddha bhajetvam bhakteka ekam guru devatatma. Why we have this fear? When we go away, when we think something is not real as a real. That's what he's talking about, the samsara. We think this is real, we have to enjoy, that's what it is. That's why, but then Shankaracharya said, Bhaja Govindam Mudamate. San prapte san hite kale nahi rakshit dukim karane. You think all this accumulation of wealth, prestige, your material possession is going to save you. No. You're fool number one. Right? But what you need to do, we need to take is seeking the shelter. Guru Devatatma. The Guru, who are just like a demigods. They are like a Devatas. They are like God. Sakshad Haritvena Samasta Shastri. By seeking shelter, because they will guide us the real track. Right? They will give Naam. They will give test on Naam. They will give us the glories of holy name. Because until and unless we know the glory of something, you don't know the value. Just like the marketers, they do. You buy this iPhone. Why this is iPhone 6 is better than iPhone 7? Now they market. In the same way, Guru also helps to do market about the glory of holy name, so that this Baddha Jiva like us will get elevated, right? And I want to chant a very beautiful stanza from Stavamala by Rupa Goswami. Describes that prayer in prayerful mood to Lord, that please, Lord, we are trapped in this material world, and please send me the rope of rope where I can hold this rope and hold it, and please take me away, take me out of this well. So I will finish with this sloka. Manasi japani juste labdha patoshmi dushte timiragahana rupe hanta samsara kupe ajita nikhila raksham hetu mudhara daksham upanaya mama haste bhakti rajum namaste. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you very much, Ram Tulsi Prabhu. Please, if you'd like to stay on,